Now we can move on to the diagnostic studies of the skin. In that first one, biopsy. For the skin, we are usually 4 types of biopsy we are doing. First one, punch biopsy. Second one, excisional biopsy. Third one, incisional biopsy. And fourth one, shave biopsy. Okay, we can see the punch biopsy. Here, in the image, you can see an instrument. Okay, that instrument is used for punch biopsy. And this instrument is available in different size. Okay, so based on the size and shape of the lesions, we have to place this instrument. Then what we have to do is we have to rotate the instrument to the level of dermis, and some fat can be included. Okay, at the desired level we will be cut the lesion, and if there is need of suturing you can do that, otherwise no need of suturing. Okay, and for nurse's responsibility, we knew that it's a procedure and we are doing incision, or we are cut off the lesions, right? So we need which one? Consent. Okay, so informed consent should be ready with the patient, or we have to take the informed consent prior to the procedure. Next one, we have to prepare the site, and next one is we have to help the patient to give local anesthesia, then assist in procedure, then assist in hemostasis. Then after the procedure, nurses have to place dressing in the site in order to reduce bleeding and also the infection. Then give post-procedure instruction to the patient. Then properly identify the specimen, label it and send to the lab. So this is the nurse's responsibility. Now we move on to the shave biopsy. Here single-edged razor blade are used. Okay, in the picture you can see the razor blade. Okay, and this one is used to shave off superficial lesion or small sample of large lesion. And this biopsy, it provides full thickness specimen of stratum corneum. And the nurse's responsibility same as punch biopsy. Okay, in the next picture you can see the incisional and excisional biopsy. Incisional and excisional biopsy we are doing together. Okay, so in excisional biopsy, what is the use means there is good cosmetic result than the incisional biopsy, and can be done together. And usually in the incisional and excisional biopsy we are using wedge shaped incision, and these lesions, it will be helpful, or this incision that is used for large skin lesion and also for the small lesions. Okay, and the nurse's responsibility same as the punch biopsy. So in the incisional and excisional biopsy, usually incisional and excisional can be done together, otherwise can be done separately, but excisional biopsy we can't do without incision. Okay, so in the incisional biopsy we can take a small part of the incisional biopsy, or the lesions can be removed, and the excision biopsy that will help you to get a good cosmetic result than the incisional biopsy. Okay, and incisional means we are incise and cut. Excision, excise. Full lesions will be excise out. That's all. Okay, I hope you understood the difference. Today we can see one more diagnostic studies of the skin, that is the skin smear test. So skin smear test we are usually used for the leprosy patient. Okay, a skin smear may be useful for the diagnosis. So diagnosing the condition we are using the skin smear test. When it is positive, it indicates leprosy. But skin smears are used primarily for the surveillance of the patient's bacteriological status. So actually when we are doing this skin smear, in order to identify the bacteria, presence of bacteria, we are doing this leprosy test or this skin smear test. Many patients will have the negative skin smear, but in their body there may be presence of skin smear. Okay, if the skin smear is positive, that indicates the patient is highly infected. Okay, so how we are doing the skin smear test? Okay, here what we are doing is edge of the lesion we will select. So in the earlobes there is lesion. Okay, so what we are doing is the procedure name is slit and scrap method in the skin smear. Okay, so here what we are doing is pinch the site tightly. Okay, wherever we are collecting the specimen, that area we should hold in tight. Then what we are doing is we have to incise the area or cut the area. Then scrap and collect the material in the slides. Okay, we can use a slide and scrap the material, or we can use another material to scrap the tissue and put it in the slide. Okay, and this smear on the slide should be observed in the microscope or the stain medium. Okay, so this is the skin smear test. Generally, in simple way, we can say that it is a most important laboratory test to detect lepra bacilli in suspected Hansen's patches and to classify the disease. So leprosy is otherwise known as the Hansen's disease. So the patches in the leprosy is known as the Hansen's patches. Okay, you will study all those things in later. So role of this skin smear test is to confirm the diagnosis of leprosy, classify the disease of leprosy, determine the disease activity in patient, assess the progress of disease and follow up the patient treatment. So these all are the roles of slit skin smear test, and it is important, may ask in your exam.